On December 22nd, 2006, I gave birth to a healthy 5-pound, 10-ounce baby boy. Swizz and I decided to name our son Kasseem Daoud Dean, which is Swizz's given name. The path to the moment of his birth was an 8-year journey, filled with moments of joy, pain, celebration, and challenge. An obstacle course that no young woman would ever envision for herself. The question I was pressed to answer was this: how do I begin to become the person I need to be for this soul I brought into the world? I thought I knew the answer, but life showed me an entirely different way. In the very beginning. Every blended family begins with two people coming together and sharing the cosmic experience of becoming parents. The connection might stem from love, a single desire to have a child, or a casual, intimate connection. Whatever it was at the beginning, for many people the connection eventually expires. But in that original experience lies the foundation of the feelings you will need to successfully blend your future family. When Swizz and I met in early 1998, I was 20 years old and he was 19. Swizz was sleeping on his father's couch at the time, and I lived with my grandmother only 10 New York City blocks away. A mutual friend of ours ran a recording studio in Harlem. There was a picture of me hanging on the wall that caught Swizz's eye. He asked the owner to call me and make an introduction. We spoke on the phone for 2 months before actually meeting. But when we finally did, we became inseparable. Within months, Swizz was bunking with me in my small bedroom. Together, we laid out a plan for our lives. Music was going to be our way out of the hood. We worked hard, with many sleepless nights spent at the studio. By the time winter rolled in, Swizz and I had moved into a 2-bedroom apartment in Palisades Park, New Jersey. We hadn't been together for a year and still really didn't know each other, but everything we did together felt right. Soon our hard work started to pay off. Everything around us changed. Our money was different, the people around us were different, and we started to see the beginning of what would become a music empire. By the time we were 27, we were making a great deal of money. The previous year, I had a successful Japanese tour after releasing an international solo album. I was signed to a major publishing deal with Warner Chappell Music, singing and writing for various artists, while Swizz was pulling top fees producing records for every major hip-hop performer you could name. A few years earlier, Swizz had closed a label deal with J Records and signed me on as his artist. We were at the point where money didn't feel like an issue to us. We naively believed that our financial stability was all that was needed to start a family. We began planning meticulously for the baby. We followed an ovulation calendar, did our best to avoid stress, even detoxed our bodies through diet before we began the process of conceiving. 2 months later, we were pregnant, and we were both so excited. This new life was our only focus, and Swizz was an amazing source of support during our pregnancy.